back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right. I have a message that I want to talk to y'all about. And it's about relationships. It's about relationships. It's about when you are dating people, because this is what y'all been asking me, and this is what y'all want me to explain to y'all. And this is what I'm going to do, because y'all been asking me this question, and I'm going to answer it for y'all. When you are dating and you being serious in this relationship, and you're not taking your relationship for granted because you're serious being with the person that you want to be with, and it always that you have one partner that take the relationship seriously, and then you have one partner that don't take it seriously, which you would rather have both partners to take the relationship seriously. Sometimes it do go that way. Sometimes you do have two partners that do take the relationship seriously, and when they do, they grow and they build together, and they turn around, they get married, and they live to death do part. Them the ones that take relationships seriously. Now, the ones that don't take relationships seriously, and you have one partner that take it seriously and one partner that don't take it seriously, like you have one partner have one foot in the door and the other partner don't have the foot in the door, and you giving your all to this partner, but this partner is not on board with you. But you telling this partner, you telling the person that you want to be with that you want to build with this person. So sometimes you have somebody that just want to settle and don't want to build. And then you have some that want to build and don't want to settle. But see, you got to understand this. When you are with a partner and this partner don't want to grow, and you giving your all to that person, and you telling this person that you want to build, you want to grow, that you don't want to just stay the way you are, and this person don't take it in heat and don't understand this is what you want to do, you have to let it go and move on. You have to let it go and move on, because this person is not ready to build. This person still have one foot in. You have one foot in and the other person have one foot out. They not ready to build. They not. So you have to go find somebody that's going to build with you. Therefore, that means you have to ask God. Get on your knees and ask God to send the person to you that is going to build with you, that you're going to respond with and grow and live to death do part with this person. Because if you're going out here trying to find your own mate to build with, you're going to keep getting the same person that you always running into that don't want to build. That's why it's always better to go to God and say, God, please send me somebody that I want to build with. I don't want to just be a settler all my life. I want to build. I want to change my life. I want to better my life. But if you got a partner that just got one foot out the door and you got that whole foot in and they don't want to do nothing, you have to cut it loose and move on and let that person stay in the cellar where he want to be or she want to be, because they don't go out there and they're going to find a cellar just like them to be with because they want to settle. And you're going to find somebody that you want to build because you asking God to bring that person to you that want to build. A lot of people out here is just for transaction, not for love. They just out here for transaction. So the only way you're going to get love, that you have to go to God and ask God to bring that love towards your way, because that's the only way you're going to get it. If you're looking for it on your own, you're going to run into another person that just want transactions and don't want to build. Just want to settle. Just want to be out here, jumping around from house to house to house to house. That's not what you want. So you have to cut it loose. And then you got to go to God and ask God to help you. That's what you got to do. You have to go to God and say, God, help me see the right person that's meant for me to be with. That's all you have to do. God, show me the way. Who is meant for me and who is not meant for me. Show me the way. Because I don't want to keep repeating the same pattern over and over and over. I want something better than the pattern that I've been repeating. Show me something. Show me something that I can, grow with and be happy with. Build with in my life. Because if y'all keep on being with somebody that's not going to change, it's not going to get better. It's going to keep repeating the same pattern over and over. That person going to keep telling you, I don't want to do nothing. I just want to lounge around. I just want to keep working at the same job day after day after job, day after day after day. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to change my life. I want my life just the way it is. I love being the way I am. That's your call right there. Move on. That person letting you know right there that they not gonna change and they never gonna change. So that give you the chance to walk away, because that person letting you know that they want to stay a celibate. They don't want to change. And that's up to y'all. For y'all to make that move. It's up to y'all. And when you tell somebody that you're not going to play games, that you're not going to sit here and chase, you have to be right forward and truthful with that. That I am not going to chase you, and I am not going to play games with you. I'm not. Because life is too short to be playing games and chasing people. People don't mind chasing when they got the money. They want you to chase them because they got the money, because they want you to chase them. And you got to look at it that money is not everything. Money is good to have, but it's not everything. Love is more important. That's more important, love. And if you see somebody that wants you to chase them all the time, they telling you right there, they don't want love. They just want transaction. They just want you to chase them and keep running up under them because they know you want the money. So once you lay your laws down to people and tell them what you're not gonna do, you have to stick with that. You have to stick with that. Even though if you give people many chances and they still don't catch it, it's time for you to close that door and walk away. Because you done told them what you're not going to stand for. And you have gave them many chances to change their ways, and they didn't want to change their ways. Therefore, that is your chance to walk away and close the door and move on and go to God and tell God to give you somebody that you want to build with and be happy with. Because you tired of the games and you tired of chasing. So you don't want to do that no more. You want a better life for yourself. That's the way it's supposed to go. You don't supposed to be chasing nobody. Love, you don't chase love. You don't have to chase love. Love comes straight to you. You don't have to chase love. You chase transactions. That's what you chase. And a lot of people out here in the world don't know nothing about love. They just know about transactions. So if you want love, you got to go to God and tell God you want love in your life so he can bring that love in your life. And you will be happy with the love that God sends you, because God ain't going to put no burdens on you. He's not going to give you nothing that you can't handle. He going to give you something that you can handle, that you can deal with, that you can be happy with. That's what God does. But you got to be honest and faithful to yourself, what you really want. You got to be honest and face forward to yourself what you want in your life. You got to be honest to yourself and be sure that's what you want. Love or transaction. You got to make that choice. Nobody can make that choice for you but you. You got to settle in your mind that you tired of playing games. You tired of chasing. That you want to settle down and be happy with one person. No 50, 11 people. Just one. And when you go to God and tell God, I just want that one person, God. I just want to be happy. I just want to build. That's what I want in my life. That's what God gonna send you. Because God know your heart. He know when you telling the truth, and he know when you're not telling the truth. So if you tell God what you want, and he weigh your heart, and your heart is not truthful for what you say coming out your mouth, you're not gonna get it. He's not gonna give you that because he know you're not truthful. Because he know your heart. He weigh your heart. And he know, are you truthful or not? This is what you want, and this is not what you don't want. You have to make a choice. Be honest with yourself. Just don't say you tired because of what you going through. Excuse me. Mean what you say, especially when you go to God. Before you decide to go to God, you better sit down and think and talk to yourself and make sure this was what you want before you go to God. So just don't go to my Father and say, Father, I want you to change this. I want peace. I want joy. I want happiness in my life. And you don't mean it. Therefore, you messing up yourself because God know you. He weigh your heart and he know you. And we all are his children. And he know us inside and out. He know when we telling the truth and he know when we're not telling the truth. God knows everything. So you cannot pull the wool over God's eyes because he knows. So before you decide that this is what you really want, love, happiness, peace, and joy in your life, you got to be honest with yourself. That's what you want. Therefore, you have to put the past behind you and really put the past behind you and go on with your life. And leave the past behind. So if the past try to creep up back, you will know how to take the past and keep it back there and not bring it back into your future. You would know how to do that because you really made it up in your mind and in your heart that you don't want to deal with no more transactions, that you want love in your life, and that you're not playing games and you're not chasing no more. That's what y'all got to get in y'all head. Be sure what y'all want in y'all lives. Stop playing games with yourself and make sure this is what you really want to do. If you say that's what you want to do, when the past come creeping back up, you tell the past, no, we tried this. This did not work. Now I am moving on. No more second chances. No more third chances. No more fourth chances. No more fifth chances. No more chances. It's done. Over with. I'm moving on to a better life. That's what I want. That's what y'all have to do. You have to lay the law down and stick to it. What you're going to do, you have to stick to it. But see, you got to look at this too. Everybody go through seasons and changes in their lives. And God give everybody second chances to get their life together if that's what they want. But if they don't want to get their life together and they want to keep playing games, then God is not going to give that person a second chance or a third chance or a fourth chance or a fifth chance. He's not going to do it because he knows this person is not serious on what they want in life. He knows that because he knows your heart. Because if God keep on sending somebody to you and you keep on throwing it back in God's face, that letting God know that you're not ready yet. You still want to sit out here and play games and chase. So before you go to God, make sure you don't want to chase. Make sure that you don't want to play games. Make sure that you honestly want to change your life and do the better for your life before you go to God. Because like I say, God already knows that we're not perfect, that we go through things in our lives, and that some people can't change, and some people that don't want to change. But it's up to y'all. It's all up to y'all. Because we're not perfect. We all make some mistakes. And we all can change our mistakes and learn from our mistakes. So when you do things, you have to learn from it and don't do it again. You got to understand that. Once you learn from your mistakes, don't go back and repeat it again. Move on. Get out the past, because the past ain't nothing back there in that past no more. All of that is gone. Only thing back in that past is trouble, heartache, pain. That's all that's what's in the past. And you don't need to go back to that, because if you go back to that, that's what you're going to repeat all over again. So you always move forward, not backwards. Always move forward, not backwards, because ain't nothing in the past. Everything is in the future, not in the past. So this is what y'all wanted me to talk to y'all about, and this is what I'm telling y'all. You have to stop sitting up here thinking that things going to get better in your life if you keep doing the same thing over and over. It's not. If you keep repeating the same thing over and over, it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse and worse and worse till you get tired and that you can't take it no more. And then that's when you're going to realize and let it go. And then that's when you're going to sit down and you're going to change your whole entire ways, because you're going to say, look, enough is enough. I can't do this no more. I'm tired of going through the same thing over and over. It's not changing. So let me figure out what I want in life. Let me figure out what I want in life. And when you figure that out and you talk to yourself and you figure that out, that's when you know that you're ready to change your life, because you figured it out and you know you don't want to go through that no more. So that's me giving y'all advice, and I hope y'all, take that advice and run with it. Do the right thing. If you don't want to keep living in the past, then change it. It's all up to you. Change it. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you, Father love you, the Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.